So you want to achieve this. Okay, let me help you with that right after the intro. Hello fellow engineers and welcome to this video. I would like to show you some important requirements for a successful blueprint in the workshop. And to show you that, I have some examples here, some examples of workshops like the one from Allied Armor. He has a lot of interesting stuff in here and almost all of them are highly rated and showing up some star ratings. Pretty much the same as with the workshop by Zero. Almost got me with the followers count. And yeah, my own. And you may already notice they all have one thing in common. They do have recognizable thumbnails. And this already is the most important part of what you have to do to create a successful blueprint. So presentation is key, and this is what this video is about. And as an example, we take a look at my latest blueprint. This does have edited thumbnail. I personally do prefer to edit my thumbnails, and if you want to do that but don't have any knowledge about any tools, even using MS Paint already is enough to put some fancy letters on it and make it more recognizable. If you don't know where to find your thumbnails, this video will help you with that, and it will be linked in the description down below. What is important too are these screenshots. People want to see more than just one perspective of the build before they subscribe. So take your time, do some screenshots and put them into the workshop site. You can do this here. You just have to pull the file into this field, upload, and they will be here. You can sort them. If you do have a YouTube video about your build or someone reviewed it on YouTube, you can also bind the link of the video in here and click attach YouTube video, and the video will appear in the workshop page gallery too. Another important part is the description, and you don't have to put a ton of work into that, but some basic informations should be in there, like the PCU count, the block count, is it small grid or large grid, because some people can't recognize that from the screenshots. Is it vanilla? Does it use any mods or scripts? Does it use DLCs? And maybe something about the basic features it comes with. If you want to have a format like this, these commands, there's a list in the web, you can Google them, they are pretty easy. Yeah, and with them, you can have it like this. Also, you should create a collection for your blueprints, because over time people will look into these collections and subscribe to them, and therefore automatically they do subscribe to every new blueprint that will appear in this collection. And this means your new workshop item already starts with a couple of people having subscribed to it. Now, if you want to be successful with your workshop and reach numbers like these, all this is relevant. But still, the most important thing is the screenshots, and not only for these workshop pages. Because there is a couple of ways you can do some easy promotion for your blueprint. But if people are using these options to showcase their stuff, many of them are using screenshots like this. I mean, sometimes I sit in front of social media posts and showcases about space engineers builds that are represented by screenshots like this. And I do think, yeah, there's something interesting going on, but I can't recognize anything about the design from these pictures. And actually, this already is the point where I lose interest. And that would have been something totally different if the screenshots would have looked like this. And yeah, that's the same build. So when you're doing screenshots for showcasing your builds, Do it in a creative world where you can press Alt F10 and use the admin tool to set the sun position for decent light. Make sure you have a nice total perspective where you can see all the build, and never ever turn up the field of view. The only thing it causes is an absurd and disgusting distortion of what you want to show. Seriously, if you used it before, stop it. It's not a fancy feature, it just looks stupid. Now, what else makes decent screenshots so important? If you go to the community hub and choose the workshop, then go to the full list of workshop items, you have these points to choose from. Click Today, and the first couple of these showing up in this list do have a chance to get into the weekly charts. And the first 8 of these are the ones that are shown on the front page. If you want to support this channel without spending extra money and even save some money with your next game purchase, try the link to MMOGA in the description down below. You don't have to sign in for anything, it's a trusted eShop for legit game keys and with amazing discounts. And it helps me a lot to keep this channel running. So if you do have a nice blueprint with a good presentation and you can manage to promote it a little bit, so it will reach the first couple of positions in the daily ranking, you have a very high chance to appear somewhere on the first page of the weekly rankings. And from there it automatically will be seen way more often. So sharing your blueprint within the first couple of hours after uploading it with friends that are interested in your stuff anyway already helps you a lot to appear on the first page of the weekly ranking. And this is the same with the screenshots, artworks, and videos. And this again means there are 4 chances to achieve a position somewhere at the very front page where your build gets the most attention. And if a screenshot or artwork reaches this front page and you want it to lead the people to your blueprint, just bind the link into the description of the artwork or screenshot. So altogether, this means if you follow this guide and put some work into achieving a small baseline of attention for a blueprint, and if your blueprint and its presentation is any good, it automatically leads you to a good rating. To get this attention, there's a couple of options. One is to visit some Discord servers that usually have some dedicated showcase channels where you can share your stuff and discuss it with others. Another is social media, like Facebook, for example. And yeah, I know, Facebook is kind of a dead shithole, but enthusiast groups still are working pretty good. But most important, don't get frustrated if it doesn't work out with your first try. It doesn't automatically mean it's not a good blueprint you have there. It just means it doesn't meet the taste of the majority yet. As usual, I hope this helped you a little. And if it does, let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to support this channel, there are plenty of options in the description, starting from subscribing to it. And now, thanks for watching, see you next time, bye!